hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's going to be remastered. You know that, though. It's been remastered since 2017, man. Feels old. Maybe I should stop saying remastered in the opening, but hey, I'm a creature of habit, and you know that. Top right, it's going to be Speed, formerly known as Sexy or 10-Minute Flash. And at the top left, it is SOMA here on RADEON. No sign of earlier nicknames for him on Wikipedia, but hey, SOMA is a good name, and maybe he's... I don't know how he chose it, right? Usually Korean players just pick a word out of an English dictionary for some reason, like Speed, but I think Speed knew what he was doing when he chose Speed, because he does like to play fast, especially with vultures. We will see if he tries a mech build against SOMA. I kind of feel like that's a bad idea, but hey, maybe he's going to try it out here. He's going to do a supply depot here at the natural choke. Ba-chunk, throwing down a supply depot. But Falcon, are you a fortune teller? You say no. But I have cast a lot of TVZ, man, over the years. Started casting Brood War back in 2016. 2016! Incredible stuff. The channel's from 2015, but it was all StarCraft 2 and Hearthstone and like World of Warcrafty stuff then before I really found my niche with StarCraft 2, then Brood War, and then Brood War took over the channel from there, and you know the story. You've probably been here a while. Rax coming up to further wall off the front. No scouting, just blind. Really worried about a pool first or an overpool type play out of SOMA, which you definitely should be worried about. If you don't want to scout, then just do this build. It can be aggressive. It can be defensive. It can be an early expand. It can be a later expand. Whatever it needs to be, it's very, very vulnerable. SCV, Stevie, heading out across the map, trying to see what's what over here. Does pick the correct direction, although it was probably ordered to go this direction, just like this Overlord was ordered to go the wrong direction. So Steve is like, does sterile the drone just a little bit with his drilling fusion cutter here. No love lost between those two, I guess. Steve says, all right, it's a hatch first. Excellent stuff. And an extractor and a pool. Which means either early speedlings or an early lair. My money's on the first 100 gas going to a lair. The drone checks the gas to see if it's going to be a factory opener and says, okay, no factory, no expansion yet. Just walling off here with another supply depot. And everything is A-okay from Speed. Getting out with his life. Marine being trained to hunt down that drone, but the drone says, hey, got another Marine moving out, and what? Why are we building a bunker, Speed? The pool's done, man. It is too late for this. If you want to build a bunker, do it earlier. This nicely done. Taking down a drone. No, the drone takes down the Marine as revenge. This SCV says, I'm going to kill you. Gonna kill you, man. Why? Why are we... I guess we're... The Marine's going home because Lings are out. And saving Daryl are these Lings, canceling the bunker. And I don't know why. That was a little bit too late to be a bunker opening against a hatch first. But I guess Speed was a little bit indecisive and then said, heck, let's throw it down a bunker, see if we can get it done. But nope. And a drone got a kill. Yo. Checking the gas at the second base here, checking the drone count, and then getting out of there. And... whack. Killing Steve. Did this drone get a kill? No, did not get a kill. So, expanding here at 26 supply because, again, command centers get 10 supply when they're done. 36 supply now. Nice lining up. From Speed, Academy being built up in the top right-hand corner. Second racks on the way. Everything is lining up perfectly. And hey, it's a Spire started at 4 minutes. Or maybe a little bit earlier than that. This is a really fast Spire, man. So first 100 gas, lair. Second 200 gases there. Let's see. Whatever. First 200 gases into a Spire. And then the next 100 gas into Metabolic Boost. Are you feeling neglected? Senior Zerglings, are you feeling that? Because we will see if Metabolic Boost is being skipped. It is not, but I meant to say I meant to say adrenal glands, man. Moving out with these medics and, well, one medic and a lot of Marines here throwing down a creep colony just in case these make their way across the field of Radeon. These lings just shadowing. Are you committing? Are you bluffing? Are you committing? Sunkening up here, scanning and seeing that we've already forced the player, SOMA, to commit to a sunken colony and then just going back home. It's a nice feint. I've talked about feints a lot on this channel. Again, if you're Terran or Protoss and you're not doing this, why? Let me know in the comments. +1 attack here from the engineering bay. And mutas are on the way, and there we go. Missile turrets being constructed. Good response here from Speed. Not making them too early, not making them too late, making them just on time. And here we go, man. Mutalisks with a Carapace upgrade being researched. Interesting. Why Carapace, SOMA? Very interesting indeed. So third missile turret here. And a missile turret here on the means of production. 2 missile turrets on this racks, lifting off the racks to be protected by these 2 missile turrets. And we're going to do a third base. I want to say here. And yes, it is. Scanning to see if there's a third hatch here. Nope, no macro hatch inside the main base, but it is a heavy commitment to Mutalisks anyway. But not 9 immediately, as the larva of a macro hatch would help you do. So yes, low ground here for third hatch in the current meta. Back in the day, this is a third hatch on a 4-player map like this because, again, easily defended by lurkers and this ramp. But if you can secure this, then you can easily secure the fourth base as well. So taking a risk here is SOMA, but that's all right. Risks are part of playing an RTS in any kind of competition, but especially StarCraft. Queen's Nest and a Hydralisk Den on the way from SOMA. Excellent stuff. Got lurkers on the way. We've got a hive on the way in this TVZ. And Speed is making an armory. Ooh, and a starport. So maybe Valkyries. Maybe like 1 Valkyrie, just to mix in, you know, with these Marines. We've got 11 Mutalisks here and another Mutalisk on the way. Interesting. So maybe he's anticipating losing a Mutalisk, which is pretty much inevitable in a TVZ against somebody as good as Speed, man. And yeah, we're looking forward to both of these players in ASL 19. It's not SSL 2 anymore. The organizers of SSL, my goodness, decided they made a mistake rebranding the SSL when Afrika changed to SOUP. And they said there's too much history with ASL. We can't abandon it. So they went back to ASL. So we had ASL 17, SSL 1, and then ASL... ASL... Yeah. SSL 1, and then ASL 19 is coming up now. So they're doing qualifications at the moment. Very good stuff. Mutas thinning out as you do. Hive is on the way. Lurker Den. Lurker Aspect on the way. Cool. Lurker Aspect coming in pretty fast with the finish of that Hydralisk Den, I would guess. So these mutas recognize Lurker Aspect is going to be a second tier. So we're going to try to keep these guys at home as you do. It is a science vessel instead of a Valkyrie. Interesting. So he makes a science vessel. Did he cancel that armory? I feel like he canceled the that looks like rubble from an armory. Okay, I don't know what that is, but it looks like rubble, and maybe it's an armory. Supply depot being built. Yeah, I think he was planning on going Valks. Totally changed his mind. Interesting. Interesting change of his mind there. I thought for sure Valks would be a good idea against all these Valks, against all these mutas, but they have a +1 Carapace upgrade. So maybe not. Nidus Canal, beautiful with the hive. Getting a defiler mount, yes. Cool. Where my adrenal is at. The lings are like, you really have neglected us in this game. We haven't done a lot. I guess you haven't asked us to die, which is nice. Lurkers planted. Is this a trap? Lurker trap? Or is this just you get into range, the lurk? It's a bait. Look at this, bait. Nope. No, it wasn't a trap, but it was definitely bait. Definitely tried to get those guys to jump on the Mutalisks and then, yo, Getting spine. Try to get the siege tank with the mutas. No, they got him, but they lost 4 to 5 mutalisks there. Oh. I don't know if that's the kind of loss you're looking for, man. What is something exploded here? Did a drone die? What happened over here? Okay, I hate doing this, but we're doing a quick rewind. What? How? Huh? ×2 speed. Oh, what the what? One fire bat wanders down to the... Who does this? Who does this? Wow! A one fire bat wander down. Insane. Oh. Meanwhile, lurkers jumping on there trying to deal with, the army, but no, the lurkers are dead. The lings are dead. One tank remains. It's not two, but that's okay. A greater spire. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, mutas get a +1 carapace upgrade. They did. They start with 0, but guardians start with 2 armor. So if you already have an armor upgrade, then you have 3 armor on these guardians. And the Marines are doing 7 damage, so they're only doing 4 damage per shot instead of 7 against the Guardians. Interesting idea. Jumping down, but lurkers are here. Nope. Consume. Almost done. Consume almost done. Come on, consume. Let's go. Not happening. A drop into the natural base at the same time, though there's nothing here. Guess there's a lurker and a sunken, not in position to do anything about it. Oh, did he walk his lurkers? He walked his those medics into those lurkers. The drop in the main base, getting some drone kills on the gas, I guess. Maybe not. Oh my gosh, these guys back here. 7 kills on this Marine. What is going on? Wipes him out. Handful of mutalisks. Cancels the Greater Spire because it got scouted. Says, prepare for Guardians, nerd. And then shuts it down. Holy crap. Adrenal does finally get fired up. Mutas... Lings are very happy about this. The Sunken put in some work. Wish I could see how many kills this Sunken has. Dude, okay, there was too much happening there for me to track all of it. He picks up the remnants of the dudes in the bottom left and drops them back in the main base. Our dude's speed is everywhere right now. He's everywhere. Is this a drop? No. This an engagement? Yes. Dark Swarm in the middle of the map. Fantastic. They are both microing in different... Speed is everywhere. Drones down. 28 workers now. Overlord, no. Defiler Mound. Gonna snipe the... I don't know if anything's saving this. There are no medics. It doesn't matter. The stim is still good. These Marines still have enough energy for another stim if they want. The Defiler Mound dies. 2 more Defilers get fired up before that thing goes down, so he's gonna have a decent supply of it, and gonna throw up a new Defiler Mound there, too. Another drop heading down. So instead of using the starports for... Valkyries, we're going to use them for dropships instead, which do have a little bit more staying power as the game goes on. What a crazy game this is. RJB is not wrong to recommend this one to me. Incredible stuff. So, okay, more drones going down. No biggie, just 5 or 6 more. 23 remaining on the map. Dark Swarm comes up, falling back, reloading, and boosting into a base that doesn't exist yet. Does he scan that? No. He does scan this. Scourge. What the? Scourge flying right over the science vessels. Catch them. Okay, science vessel down. 1 out of the 3. The other 2 are still here, providing a lot of detection. Getting an irradiate down here, too. More science vessels come in. Scourge. Yeah, do not get a science vessel, but the bust into the natural base is intense. These guys are trying to high ground. They just took down a building down here. That was the Nidus that he just sniped. Holy crap. Plus, he's jumping up into the natural base, too. There's only 1 lurker and a sunken here. This is intense in 3 different spots on the map right now. Okay, maybe just the 2, but still holding back, irradiating the lurker. No, lurker's getting in the natural base of speed. Humongous connections here. Oh, boy, and totally falling back here with the natural base. A 3rd base is done on the right side from speed, but this natural is lifted off. There is no mining at it whatsoever. Siege Tank almost walks, okay, totally walks into lurker spines for no reason. Siege mode is done, you guys. There we go. There's an irradiate. Here we go. Siege Tank's firing away, plus irradiate means we're done. These guys getting down into this 3rd base again. 2 kills, 3 kills on those guys. Not, they're not Rambo or anything, but they're putting in some work. Free science vessels are free. These guys are heading down to reinforce. Free Defiler could be free if you stim and chase it. Stim and chase. Okay, don't actually have to stim and chase at all. It's going to come back around and take another few shots. Sure, why not? Another drop coming up the left side. These aren't even big drops. These are not Doom level drops, dude. Oh my gosh, we got Lings and a Lurker into the third base of Speed. A drop gets obliterated coming into the main base of Soma. These drones are maybe a little too tempted. Fire bats, not so much in those numbers, guys. 82 to 91 supply at 14 minutes. It is a scraptastic scrap fest. Third base, no. Natural base, yes. Third base, yes. Not a lot happening at it, though, I would have to say. For Soma, the third base is not a massive economic boon as he would like it to be. Evolution Chamber coming in. Free Defiler there, too. Just some free Defilers being donated today from Soma. Maybe not playing his best, but he's been getting dropped. He's been getting hit like this. Very, very consistently. Another Lurker dies. These guys come up from who knows where, driving you into the other Lurkers. That one just died to an Irradiate. Speeds up 101 to 79 supply. Feels good, but not incredible. Firebat inside the Dark Swarm. Good Firebat play. He's been making Firebats since the early minutes. He knows what's up. These Marines are useless in this position. Cool stuff. Third base, still not happening, mind you. That Lurker has 5 kills. Can we bust in the natural base, says Speed. I'd like to give it a try. Scourge not connecting. Totally connects. Laziness from Speed. Oh no, are these guys, how are these guys here? They're not. It's just medics now. Holy Haralabob. Haralabob Vulgaris. I think he's an analyst for the Dallas Mavericks right now in the NBA. What's he doing now these days? I can't remember. Big time gambler, though. Been on the Bill Simmons podcast quite a bit. Talking about sports gambling in the past. Cracklings with probably, I'm going to guess, 0 upgrades on these Cracklings. Let's find out. 1 Carapace. And no attack upgrades. Great. D-Matrix. Fantastic. Fourth base at 16 minutes. That's how aggressive this has been. Finally, third base gets cleared out. Scourge save. Sayonara. Science vessel. Siege tanks. Ultralisk Cavern on the way, popping now. Oh, that's what that was. Cool. So double Evo Chamber, Ultralisk Cavern, Kindness Plating upgrade immediately. He's got the money for it. Production tab says no. He wants to Dark Swarm and push these guys away from his third base. To contain on the natural base is pretty intense too. Third base finally getting resaturated for Speed at 17 minutes. That's how much of a banger this game has been. Ridiculous style. He's dropping again, man. More drops. Swinging up. This time, for the first time today, I feel like Soma, well, he was ready for that drop that he murked with 2 Scourge. But other than that, he hasn't been particularly ready for the drops. Who's ready for this drop? A Defiler by himself. No, you're not. Yas is getting taken down. No science vessels. The tanks are not moving, but the unload inside the fourth base is huge. Overlord down. Defiler's like, what could I do? Hatch killed. A drop in the natural base simultaneously. Speed! Speed, you are a cheat code right now. He's everywhere. The fourth base dies. Drones at the natural base getting murderized. 22 drones remain. I don't think Soma can hang on with 22 drones and 3 bases at 18 minutes. I mean, that the drop into the main base causing some major problems too. He does, this did get pushed out. Yes, fine. Great win from Soma, getting the Terran away from the natural base. But other than that, this has been an absolute nightmare. Nightmare scenario. Why are these Defilers walking up here? Free Defilers again. Soma giving away Defilers. I guess he got a Plague Off on these dudes, which is awesome. And that should be enough to take them down. But the fourth base is dead. Replanting is going to take precious time. The lane, golly, they just breathe on these Marines and they die. That is a beautiful Plague timing. Waiting for that one to finish out. Drones, 27 drones now, up from 22. Fourth base being built on site from Speed. That's how confident he is in the position that he's in. 120 to 79 overall supply. And Soma's getting beaten like he stole something today by Speed. I'm telling you, this dude in ASL 19, Speed, you may have heard of him. He may be doing stuff already. Irradiated Defiler gets a Dark Storm down before he expires. Haha, there he goes. Fourth base, not being replanted. He doesn't have the cash for it. He's making anabolic synthesis. Another great plague, though. If Soma gets back into this game, this drops sort of, well, I'm doing actually pretty good. Doing pretty, oh my gosh, are they going to get a cancel on the fourth base again? Yes. Lings rolling in, single file. Cracklings, yeah. Carapace upgrades, yeah. Ooh, I thought, well, 2 Carapace upgrade and a +1 attack. Fine, that's good enough. Good enough. Fourth base, finishing up down here. Barely defended, but I don't know how Soma gets over here. He should see this, right? He does. He catches a brief glimpse of that if he's looking at the minimap at that moment. I mean, I barely was, and he's doing a million more things than I am. StarCraft is hard. Sieging up. How is there a medic back here? She got left from a previous drop, I'm assuming. 49 to 36 workers. Could be worse. Another science vessel dies. Both players are not doing the greatest of jobs keeping their defilers and science vessels alive. It's kind of a big deal in this matchup to do that. Sort of a big deal. What is defending this base? 1 lurker and a couple lings? That's not enough to defend an entire base. Speed, pokin', proddin', scourge, no, 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 and definitely that means no. In every language known to man. Oh, look at this micro. Jukin', shifting back. Science vessel movement micro is a big deal. Nice scourge snipe. Another scourge here is bait, maybe. That lurker just died. Are there any more lurkers up here? No. No lurkers in that dark swarm. That said, Marines can't do much about it. If you had some fire bats, that'd be nice, but no, we don't have any of those. But this is where Speed recognizes, Yena, I'm on 4 bases, Zerg's on 3. I don't have to engage here at all. I can, well, maybe don't lose everything inside Dark Swarm. I don't have to engage. I don't have to push. I just need to keep the Zerg player in this terrible economic situation, and I've got this. Dude, lurker, no. Drones, no. This is a murdered third base. Where, Nidus, save us. There's nothing coming out of the Nidus but a handful of lings, a couple Hydralisks, a couple drones. No, this is completely dead. That's it. We are done. Drone count was over 30 for a second. Back under 30 now. A couple mysterious Ultralisks pop out of those eggs. But do they have? They've got the chitinous plating. Science vessel gets sniped. Just enough Marines, though, with the +2 attack and the stim to barely get through the armor of that Ultralisk. He gets irradiated. That helps. Scourge, no connections there. Fourth base, yes. Third base, maybe no. Dark Swarm does come up, but it doesn't save the extractor, and it doesn't save the hatch. Mutas with a +1 Carapace try to handle these Marines. Scrappy fight here, down here at the third base. Soma is barely defending. These guys, do they want to jump in? I don't know. This group holding outside of the Dark Swarm as much as they can. If the Mutas want to fight, they should fight the Mutas. They're not fighting the Mutas, and as a result, they're losing this battle just barely. But look at this big push out. Hang on, these Marines are still here. Never mind, they're gone. This is a big push out. 140 supply from Speed. A scrap fest of epic proportions for your Saturday today. And I think that's it. Third base gone, natural base pushed in, dematrixed Marines facing down a lurker, his greatest fear, and winning. Nidus Canal gone, sniped very much with prejudice. Soma tapping out, and Speed gets the win in an absolutely ridiculous display. Ridiculous display of how to play TVZ there from Speed. Are you serious right now? Oh. Drops, man. Drops were huge here, right? Drop here, drop here, drop down here, drop here. Send a single fire bat to the third base at like 6 minutes. Why? I don't know. You might get a drone kill. Totally got a drone kill. The counterattacking from Soma was good. The third base was defunct for a while. The lurkers got deep into the natural base for a minute there. That's what the tanks are for. That's what the tanks were for. You notice he stopped making tank. He's got a physics lab. He was making battle cruisers. He was making battle cruisers, but he won before he needed them. What does that say? What does that say about our guy? Wow. Wow. This kind of feels thumbnail-y to me. right? Kind of nice. Got the D-Matrix Marine, got the Filer mound here, got these guys burning it down. Maybe we'll use that as a thumbnail for this video. But I was experimenting a little bit with some updated, more clickbaity thumbnails because the views are down on the channel over the last, I don't know, month or so. So, you know, got to do what you got to do when you lose your job in, you know, September and you're trying to make a full-time living out of this. Maybe you got to do some things you weren't willing to do before, like more clickbaity thumbnails. Anyway, behold the 8 science vessel count. It's not huge, but it's enough, definitely enough. And just, this was death by 1,000 cuts. This was drops, few drones died. Drop here, few drones die. Drop here, few drones die. Drop here, few drones die. It was never like he went from 40 workers to 10 or anything, but it was everywhere at once. The drop ships. It makes it look easy. I mean, it's hard. It's really, really hard to pull off. Speed is a monster for pulling it off as well as he does. But that's what we're talking about. We are talking about a GG here from Speed. Again, check this guy out in ASL 19 if you're not already, because I think he's ready for the big leagues. Wow. 129,000 points, 125,000 points there in favor of Speed. He got outproduced, but he outkilled by about the same number here. Structures raised 7 to 8, which is pretty interesting. And the outspend by Speed in any amount of time indicates the Terran probably won. But yeah, that didn't outspend there by less than 1,000 resources, but an outspend by less than 1,000 resources in 22 minutes will lead to a Terran win over Zerg about a hajillion times. A hajillion times out of a hajillion and 1 times. So that was great. That was a really, really, really good TVZ. Nothing but impressive. I kind of want to watch it again. It was so good. I mean, RJB had me put it in the DEF CON 1 folder. He was really impressed by it, and he was not wrong to be impressed by it. So hope you enjoyed it. That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky these days, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.